It's week 3 of the National Football League. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Aviators and the Oilers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Aviators of San Diego and the Houston Oilers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you look at this defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. To the air, Allen. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now 2nd and 3. On play action, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here is 3rd and 5. Allen. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that little deep, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Oilers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A very solid gain of 27.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Prescott on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 54 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, it's Allen. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So you look at this situation and the relocation, it's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out of the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. And we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a 2nd team. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Oilers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And then they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Pacheco headed right. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
He was tackled at the 27.
21-0 our score after one. Set for the second quarter. San Diego in possession of the football. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? we haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
He stiff arms him and just shutting him off there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Here comes Peppers. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Completes it again to Gage. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. He completes it to Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A much-needed boost defensively there. I mean, that really one of the first things that's gone right for him in this first half.
No question about it, partner. We've seen this before. You've got an offense that doesn't have any points yet. Go out and make a play on D. Then you head back to the sideline saying, we got you the football back. Now let's see what you can do with it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down, Prescott. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 2nd down and a yard. This quick pass complete to Sutton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Quick throw to Olave. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time we'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Allen off the play fake. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Osa Odighizuwa
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. A 10th carry for Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the round is on. It's 24-0.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Prescott off play action. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Pacheco. Touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now out comes Houston. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Allen. He's going to have to hook up to Gage. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen. His throw incomplete. 2nd and 10. And here's Kamara on the read option.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Looking to throw, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Prescott yet again.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Prescott. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Runs through the contact.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Here's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Aviators get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Is a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
1st down, Prescott.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To the air again, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Dak. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. To throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
This is 1st and 10. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So would that mean 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1?
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.